right. It looks like we are live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kentucky Career Center, and good morning, Facebook followers and fans, all of our audience out there watching this morning. Thank you guys for joining us. We are here for another week of Facebook Live broadcasts with our special guest, Miss Natalie Kinney from Speedway LLC. You probably know them as Speedway gas stations and convenience stores. And I'm so excited to have her with me today. My name is Haley Franklin, and I am a Youth Talent Development Specialist at the Northern Kentucky Career Center. And I'm so excited to have this as part of my job here recently with this pandemic that we've had going on. We figured we had to get creative. We had to start talking to employers virtually, and we wanted to bring this information to our audience. So Natalie, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Haley.
Yay, thank you so much. We'll give the viewers just a second to jump on and join us today. It usually takes a minute or two for them to start realizing that we are live. And we have a pretty decent connection this morning, so that is good.
For sure.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Another Thursday morning has come and gone. All right, Natalie, we will go ahead and get started. And if our viewers just want to chime in and say, hey, just do that in the comments section and we'll know that you're here watching with us and we won't feel like we're talking to ourselves. That'd be great. Okay, Natalie, let's go ahead and get started. Give us a little overview of Speedway LLC for those that are unsure.
Okay, so as most of you all know, Speedway is a gas station. Speedway LLC has, opportunities in customer service roles and assistant manager roles as starting positions. Our goal is really to serve our community and help make people's lives easier with interacting with our employees in our stores. We have breakfast and coffee as well as, the essential gas to be able to fill up your car, all that good stuff. So,
yes, most people have probably been in a Speedway. I have. Your all's pizza and the little tornado things are like so amazing. They're my favorite. Tell us a little bit about the positions that you guys are currently hiring for at Speedway.
So the two positions that I'm currently recruiting for in the Northern Kentucky area is a customer service role, part-time and full-time, and then also an assistant manager role, guaranteed 40 hours a week. So the customer service role is just, your what you expect when you walk into the store, the person running the cash register and helping stock shelves and make things look nice, the person that you're probably going to interact with a lot. The assistant manager role has a little more responsibility, so you help deal with difficult situations and help with scheduling and fill in for the general manager when they're not there.
Awesome. So in case you guys missed it, they're hiring for customer service in both areas and assistant managers in both areas, and also food service specialists in the Florence, Hebron, and Lawrenceburg area. Okay, so we talked about this yesterday just a little bit, but give us an insight into the pay ranges for those positions.
Okay, so the customer service representative role in the Northern Kentucky area, so all the way from Newport to really about Lawrenceburg, the starting rate is between $9 and $10 an hour. It really just differentiates based off of what specific location. The assistant manager position is between $13 and $15 an hour in all those locations, normally closer to about $13 an hour, depending on the candidate. And then the food service specialist is in between those two, but really closer to the customer service role starting rate. And that kind of also depends on each store, but close to $9, $10 an hour.
Okay, awesome. And did you mention the $2 pay increase?
I did not. So until
that's a good hook.
Until May 27th, Speedway is doing a $2 an hour increase due to all the COVID situation going on. So that is something that we've done to help support our community during this crazy time. We have not laid off any employees in the Northern Kentucky area. We have, moved people around to get them hours. Yes, people have gotten maybe a little less hours, but mainly we've tried to make sure that all of our customer service roles are able to get as many hours as they need. Really, our managers have really been stepping up and taking like some time away to prevent cutting hours for those hourly employees that need that a little more. So that $2 an hour increase has been since pretty much the start of April, maybe a little bit before, and is going until May 27th. So, and we are big fans of hiring on the spot. So if you apply today, you might have access to that $2 an hour increase up until next Wednesday. So that is something to look forward to.
That is amazing. And I know that a lot of employers don't hire right on the spot directly like that. They have to wait for processes to be completed and things like that, which I'm sure you guys do have an onboarding process, but hiring on the spot is a wonderful initiative to get people in the door. So that's amazing. So special requirements we talked a little bit about yesterday. I know that you guys don't have specific special requirements or anything particular that you wanted to add throughout the hiring process, but you did talk about if you apply through Indeed, how it's a little bit different. If you want to mention that to our job seekers.
So if you apply through Indeed, that's great, but you will probably get an invite to apply through our official system on speedway.com/careers, which is the link attached at the bottom. That's how we can actually see it in our system and start processing your application. So if you apply through Indeed, we do get to see your resume, but that's it really. So you will probably get contacted by a recruiter at that point, text or email saying like, hey, I invite you to apply. Please follow that and then attach your resume from Indeed onto that application as well. So we can see everything. That gives you a better chance of being able to be moved faster through our application process.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you mentioned yesterday contacting you, whether it be just letting you know that you did apply through Indeed or if you wanted to apply directly online, how people can contact you through regular business hours, right? I will put your phone number in the comments section of this video and remind people that they can definitely contact you directly. And they can call or text, right?
Yes, anytime. I'm normally available from about 7:30 to about 5 in the evenings, call or text, mainly Monday through Friday. But if you want to shoot me a text during the weekend, even if I don't get to it right away, I'll definitely get to it first thing Monday morning. So that's definitely the best way to get a hold of me is text message, just because that's something I can go back and look through.
Wonderful. And I'll attach that phone number in the comments section below when we're done here.
Perfect.
All right, so we talked a little bit on how to apply, but I did want to reiterate for Natalie, there is a website here scrolling at the bottom of our screen. It's www.speedway.com/careers. And Natalie, you can talk more about ways that you can go into that website and get a more clear, concise location for the job seekers.
Yeah. So I know our system can be a little confusing sometimes. I understand that completely, especially with people that don't always use computers. That's completely understandable. So as long as you go to speedway.com/careers, you can scroll down and select a position you're looking for, and it'll take you to our actual system to apply. And through there, you can search by location and stores that are hiring in your area. So you can put your state. So for those that are located in Kentucky, which most of you all probably are, you can put Kentucky and then whatever city you're looking for. So, like Covington, Newport, Florence, all those good things. And then that actually brings you to a list of stores in that location of that city. And so you can pick by that specific store and the address is listed of that store. So if you're a little confused, you can even put it in your maps or whatever you need to do to help you pick exactly what store. Now, if you apply anywhere in the Northern Kentucky area, really, between Florence and Newport, and you accidentally apply for the wrong store, I'm able to switch your application over to another store. If like you apply in Hebron, but you live in Newport, we can definitely make that change. It's not a big deal. No problem. But, just to make it easier on both of us, if you're able to find the right store, that's great.
Wonderful. So you make it easy.
Yes.
We like easy.
Yes. We try to at least.
So this is the cool part. I like to hear a little bit of insight on a day in the life of the positions that you all are hiring for. So if you could delve into that a little bit for us, that would be awesome.
So I'll start with the customer service role because that is our biggest amount of employees that we take in every day and every year. So a customer service representative is someone that is going to be manning the cash registers, helping with those fuel transactions, all that good stuff. They are the ones that you mainly see that are doing most of the stocking and the cleaning up. That is the average employee that you're going to run into on a day-to-day basis. It's a position where you are on your feet a lot, having to do multitasking things. So you're going to have to be, when no one's at the cash register, you're going to be expected to go and help stock and clean up. And then when someone comes in, then you go back and man the register. You also are just, responsible for helping make sure our stores look nice and neat. That is really our biggest expectation, is that you help us look presentable. You represent us as an employee, so we want you to do that well. And hopefully we're able to help you as well grow as an employee. And onto the assistant manager role. So the assistant manager does a lot of the things that the customer service representative does. All the stocking and cleaning up as well as running the cash register, all that good stuff. But you kind of have a little more responsibility in making sure people follow directions and are being held accountable for their actions. The assistant manager really is the one helping the general manager when, someone doesn't come in and you can't find someone to cover that shift, or if someone, gets really sick, especially with all this COVID stuff going on, that assistant manager is that person that helps fill those holes and helps us, be able to keep that position filled until we have someone that we can bring in to take that over. You could potentially be helping with scheduling and a lot more responsibility. If things happen at 3 a.m., that might be your responsibility. And, that's definitely something that we expect of our employees, but that also means that, you're doing a good job if you get to that position.
Right. Awesome. I love that you mentioned the cleanliness and making sure that it looks presentable, because probably every time I've been in a Speedway, it has looked immaculate. So, they're doing good. So we have one in Carrollton here too, that me and my entire family visit frequently. So we love Speedway. And did you talk about pushing the loyalty program?
I did not. So that is also another responsibility of both our customer service reps and our assistant managers. That is something, just a little incentive to get people to come back to Speedway. So, when you're checking someone out, be like, oh, are you a Speedy Rewards member? And if they're not, encourage them to do that because it's free and it helps them get points. I know I've been doing that since I could drive. I got my Speedy Rewards. I'm always saving up my points to get whatever gift card or, free coffee in the morning. So that's definitely something that has only really benefits. So.
Yeah. And it's free to join, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's amazing. I've gotten multiple free drinks and gift cards from that. It's an amazing loyalty program. So let's talk about the qualification requirements for these positions.
All right. So for the customer service representative, has less qualifications, obviously, than the assistant manager position. So the customer service reps, we just expect them to be able to be at their shifts on time. We expect you to have reliable transportation to get there. And if for some reason something comes up, we expect you to be able to provide documentation if it's a health issue, and to not call in right before your shift starts, that kind of thing. Just hold yourself accountable for your actions. That's really our main thing, other than we do not accept employees that have had a felony in the past 2 years. That's just a Kentucky policy. So that's something, if you have a felony in the past 2 years, but you'd like to apply at some point, you can definitely still apply at some point. Just maybe wait until that 2-year period's over, just so you can be processed and move forward a lot easier. Now, with the assistant manager position, we do have some more expectations and responsibilities. So we do require our assistant managers to have a valid driver's license because we expect those applicants to be able to go to any of our stores in the district. So my district has from Newport to Lawrenceburg. Now, most of the time, we're not going to ask someone in Newport to drive all the way to Lawrenceburg, but we do expect you to be able to do that if needed. The Florence area is a separate district, so it's a little smaller and a little more condensed, but the furthest one is the Carrollton store, actually. So we do have that expectation. If needed, we need that assistant manager to go there if possible. Another expectation is a high school diploma or GED equivalent for assistant managers. Now, if you don't have that and are interested in an assistant manager position, you can definitely apply as a customer service representative, and we have a tuition exchange program, so we could help you get that requirement eventually, if that's something that you really want to work towards. So don't let that stand in the way of filling out the application and joining us. Just another expectation of the assistant manager position is open availability. They are required to work 3 out of the 4 weekends. You do get a guaranteed weekend off a month, but that position is one with a lot of responsibility. So we need our assistant managers to really be available as much as possible. So open availability, especially Sundays, is one of those days that a lot of people don't want to work, but that is something that we do require just to be able to best benefit our stores.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to kind of go over what Natalie just discussed as some qualification requirements, if you missed it, no pre-employment drug screens, being honest, report all convictions within the last 7 years, must be 20 in a day, like she said, to sell alcohol. It is the law. Open availability, a valid driver's license, and for the assistant manager position, you have to have a high school diploma or GED equivalent, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
20 in a day thing. So to be an employee at Speedway in Kentucky, you do have to be at least 20 in a day because of the Kentucky state law. So if you're almost 20 and are interested in applying, you can still apply because that application is valid for 90 days, but we might not be able to process that. So if you want to wait until your birthday, that's awesome. You could even text my number and let me know you're interested, and I can definitely make note of that and when your birthday is and give you, a text to see if you've applied once once your birthday has passed. So.
Okay, awesome. Good to know. I hope you guys are taking notes out there. I see a couple people on the side that are interested in applying, so that is amazing. We hope we garner some applicants for you, Natalie.
Yes.
Okay, so the last question I have for you, and before I ask it, I do want to give a heads up to our audience. Since this is the last question coming up that I have for Natalie, if you guys want to go ahead and start thinking of questions that you might have that we may not have covered, go ahead and ask them in the comments section below of this video, and we will try to pick a couple of those out for the question and answer session after Natalie and my conversation is over. So we'll do that right now. Natalie, here's your last question. Tell us a little bit about the compensation, which we talked about. So the benefits and the resources that you guys have to offer job seekers and employees.
Okay, awesome. So both customer service representatives and assistant managers have access to our benefits packages. So customer service reps also have a part-time position. So that part-time position has access to our company 401k match of 117%. And I can dive into that a little more in just a second. So they have access to that and our employee assistance program and tuition reimbursement program. So the employee assistance program is 5 free counseling sessions a year, especially during all this COVID stuff. That's definitely something to keep in mind to keep yourself, mentally and physically healthy. Now, for full-time positions, whether it's customer service or assistant manager positions, you have access to our full health, dental, and vision benefits starting on day 1. We do brag about being the best benefits in retail, so that is something to definitely look forward to. So as soon as you apply and you complete your onboarding, you can sign up for that, as well as the company 401k of 117%. So that 117%, kind of to break that down, because I know it's a little confusing. For a lot of people, I know it was confusing to me first learning about it. So 401k is retirement benefits going on and being able to save for that. So it is a weekly paid position, and you can start drawing 6% of your paycheck every week, and Speedway will match that 6%, 117%. So that 117% means if you put in $1 of your paycheck, then Speedway will put in $1.17 into your 401k as well. So we only match up to that 6%, but you can definitely draw more for your 401k, but that is, definitely something to look forward to. You can start saving on day 1. So that's awesome. Also, you have opportunities as a full-time employee to have paid vacation after 1 year. So you have 1 full week of paid vacation after the first year. And after that following January, so say you started, next week, until that year mark, you get that 1 week. And then after the following January, so it'd actually be less than 2 years, you'd get that second paid week of vacation. So that is definitely something to look forward to as well.
That is.
That's all of them. I think I covered all of them.
Let's see. I'm going to go over what I have. So we've got full-time employees, best benefits in retail. I love it. That is so true. I will back that 100%, that it sounds like Speedway has amazing benefits, and I hope you guys are taking note. So I love that you guys are proud of that. Full-time has access to full health, dental, and vision plans starting on day one, correct? We talked about paid vacation, 401k match of 117% for full-time and part-time employees, and up to 6% can be put in each week. And you've also talked about access to tuition reimbursement and GED and all of those great things, and then the employee assistance program as well in the counseling sessions. Yeah. So that's amazing. If anybody has any other more detailed questions about the compensation or benefits or any of the things that we've talked about today, like I said, we'll put Natalie's phone number and her email address in the comments of this video, and you guys can reach out to me or message our Facebook page directly, and we can get those questions answered for you. So until then, right now we will start the question and answer session and take a look at a couple of the questions that our viewers have here today for you, Natalie.
Yeah.
Starting off, we have a question from Eric Owsley. Hi, Eric. Eric is with our business services team, and he helps us get these videos on the air, and I'm so happy to have him as a partner with me. So thanks, Eric.
Yes,
he asks, does Speedway like to promote from within? Natalie, did you start at the customer service position? I think it's funny, we were just talking about this. So if you wanted to tell the audience a little bit about your position.
So I'll start with the first part of the question. So Speedway does really love to promote from within. That's something we're really proud of. A lot of our, the highest that we employ from like the get-go is the lead assistant manager role. And so for stores, at least, that is the highest position that we hire for. So all store managers, district managers, all those people normally start in the store, some of them even being part-time customer service representatives. Now, I personally did not start as a customer service rep. I am actually currently a human resource intern with Speedway at this time. So that's where I've started. And I've only been with Speedway for a few months, and it's been great so far.
And isn't she amazing, everybody? Give her a little round of applause out there in your homes. Natalie's pretty great.
Well, thank you. But actually, my supervisor, Donna Dunn, she is the lead recruiter. She started as an assistant manager at one of our stores in, I believe, in Louisville, and then she moved to a store in Florence. So she's been with us for a while, and she worked her way up from the assistant manager position all the way to the lead recruiter. Most of the recruiters actually started in the stores. They were customer service representatives or assistant managers. There's only a couple of us in that kind of recruiter role that aren't, and those started as like human resource or recruiting interns most of the time.
Right. All right. Well, Natalie, I don't see any more questions that have popped up over here from our viewers. I think we pretty much covered everything, though. If they have any questions, I will, like I said, put your contact info there for them. And if I can't answer them directly, I'll get with you. And we really hope to garner some great applicants out there for you. So hopefully we've got a few interested.
Yeah.
Okay. So from here, I will just remind everybody to tune in next Thursday. We will have another guest speaker to be announced on our Facebook page, so stay tuned for that. And then it will be at 9:30 a.m. as well. So every Thursday, at least until the end of June, we have some great guest speakers tuning in. And we really appreciate you, Natalie, for being here with us. You're amazing. And you're just an intern and you already know the ropes. I'm so inspired by you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me be a part of this.
Absolutely, Natalie. Thank you so much. Bye, viewers.
Bye.
Have a great day. Thanks, Natalie.
Thanks.